We're just about 30 minutes away from an open house in Ohio where community members are demanding answers about the train derailment and chemicals released in their community and if they are at risk. NewsNation is on the ground inside that meeting and will be following it as we have done from the very beginning. The derailment was 12 days ago, and as more information is released, people there are still wondering if it's even safe to go home or drink the water. The situation being called an environmental catastrophe with ramifications stretching beyond the community. Correspondent Rich McHugh joins us live. Rich, tell us just how bad is this?
That is precisely the question, Nichole. How bad is it? Apparently, it's very bad. Some are likening it to a Chernobyl light. One environmental expert I spoke to earlier today says that this is an environmental catastrophe, the scale of which we're not going to know for years to come.
I know they're saying it's okay, but I mean, I just don't know. I think that stuff probably is just seeping through the ground, I'm assuming.
Experts say concerned locals may be waiting months, if not years, for answers to their questions about health and safety following the train derailment and toxic chemical release in East Palestine, Ohio.
I guess the question on everybody's mind is, from an environmental perspective and a health perspective, how bad is this?
Sadly, we're going to find out for our environment and health one way or the other.
Locals were ordered to evacuate following the train derailment on February 3rd.
We need you to leave now.
And on February 6th, authorities performed a controlled burn, fearing an explosion of toxic gases. But many are wondering why it took days for Norfolk Southern, the company transporting the chemicals, to release information about what exactly was on the train. The delay potentially compromising the health and safety of first responders and residents. The EPA has since released a list of chemicals found in the crash.
These are very toxic and potent chemicals that were released and in some cases then burned and could affect the local community's health and environment for a long time. Here we're talking about hundreds of thousands of gallons of different types of chemicals from top to bottom. It's like a toxic, the tip of the toxic iceberg.
By February 12th, the EPA reported that it had not recorded elevated levels of toxins in the air, though they noted residents may still smell odors. But many locals are still worried.
First, they were saying that the air was still breathable, the water wasn't toxic, but miles away, they're talking about having cattle, animals being sick, fish dying in rivers and creeks all around here. So I don't know what to believe.
Palestine residents are very skeptical. They were told it was safe to go back to their homes, and then days later were told a whole set of chemicals they did not know were released in their community were suddenly publicized, and that really builds distrust.
The rivers in and surrounding East Palestine feed into the Ohio River, which provides drinking water to 5 million people, leading to growing concerns that these toxic chemicals are flowing downstream. From the crash site to areas as far away as Wheeling, West Virginia, Huntington, West Virginia, Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, even Evansville, Indiana. Environmental investigators are checking water in all potentially affected areas. Meanwhile, officials in East Palestine vow to fight for their residents.
This is going to get swept under the rug. I'm not going to be the country bumpkin that gets, talked over by a big corporation. We're going to hold their feet to the fire. They're going to do what they said they're going to do, and they're going to protect the people of this town.
Now, obviously, a lot of distrust here in the local area. Some have already banded together and filed a class action lawsuit against Norfolk Southern, which is basically going to force them to pay for health screening for locals. Nichole?
Yeah, they understandably want answers. Rich, thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.